Hello, my name is Victoria Hunt, and I am the Issaquah City Council President. Today, I am joined with Mayor Mary Lou Pauly, and we will be discussing the city's response to COVID-19.
Oh, thank you for joining me today. I've been getting a lot of questions, and this is a great opportunity for us to share some answers and also to pass on some of that good public messaging, public health messaging that's been coming from the county. I want to start with a reminder to our community today. I really want folks to stay calm and stay informed, especially locally with us. We have a lot of good information out there. We're going to provide the most current information we can for families and businesses to keep everybody up to date. You and I both know we're a strong and caring community, and we are going to get through this.
Thank you. First, you'll see that Mary Lou and I are practicing social distancing today by not sitting next to each other. And what are some of the recommendations from public health experts concerning social distancing?
Well, thank you, Victoria, for that, because this evening when we hold our council meeting, they'll see the room set up the same way as it is right now. King County Executive Dan Constantine said today that the best thing we can do is to remember that everyone we come in contact with can be infected, and we need to modify our behavior to do that. So social distancing is staying more than 6 feet apart for any person that you might be next to for 10 minutes or longer. And there was a new announcement today. I hope folks had a chance to watch the governor and our King County executive on TV, as well as health officials talking about new prohibitions. So prohibiting gatherings more than 50 people, asking for gatherings that have more than 50 people, not asking, requiring gatherings with less than 50 people to demonstrate that they're following the social distancing and other items. Indoor venues, restaurants, bars and fitness clubs are been ordered to cease operations until March 31st. And restaurants and food services, while they can remain open for takeout and pickup, they cannot have patrons inside the restaurant anymore. And that order is through March 31st. Grocery stores, pharmacies, gas stations, hardware stores, shopping centers can stay open as long as they also follow the public health directives. Council President Hunt, you and I were talking throughout this weekend about social distancing and your observations on how well or not so well we were practicing it within our own community. Why is social distancing so important right now?
So unless we collectively follow social distancing recommendations, it's estimated that cases of this virus may double every 5 to 7 days. And so even if you are not personally in a high-risk group, it's very important that everybody practice social distancing, because doing so, you could be saving people that you don't even know. Our healthcare system is already stressed, and we know that with more people getting sick, it will continue to be stressed. So that's another reason why it's very important right now. And we need to preserve the healthcare system for those people that need those services most. So, Mayor Pauly, what are some other things that we can do right now to support our healthcare system?
That's a great question. We really want to encourage folks in the public not to buy more medical supplies than they need. We know people have been overbuying. I would like those who have supplies to consider making a donation to our emergency workers. Eastside Fire and Rescue has volunteered to collect the following items: nitrile gloves and 95 masks, hand sanitizer, or cleaning products like Clorox wipes at their headquarters station. Eastside Fire and Rescue will be able to put these supplies into the hands of the people that need them most. So if people have overbought, this would be a very generous and caring way to give back to your community. Eastside Fire and Rescue headquarters is located at 175 Newport Way Northwest. And I think one thing Issaquah is very fortunate is we have a very robust medical network within our town, including Swedish Hospital. I want to make sure residents know that we need to preserve the emergency room capacity for those who truly need it. And at this time, our emergency rooms are already overwhelmed. And so please don't go up to an emergency room unless you are sure that you need immediate medical care. When you call 911 for any issue other than COVID-19 systems, it's still critical for you to tell the dispatcher if you have a cough or a fever or difficulty breathing, so that they can respond with the appropriate safety equipment. And we are hearing about a shortage of blood in the regions. Community members are strongly encouraged to donate at any of our blood banks.
And what are the latest updates on how the city operations are changing?
Oh, we've had a massive shift in our operations. Thanks for that question. We have totally shifted into a different kind of mode where we are focused only on our most important services during this response, and that includes police and emergency responders, our communications with our community, of course, water, sewer, stormwater, and roadway safety, and supporting and coordinating with local social services. So while our counters are closed right now to customer walk-ins, if you have questions, you still can reach us via email at issaquah.gov, because we are here to help throughout this time. And for those who are not aware, all of our public facilities, such as the community center, the pool, the senior center, the court, they're all closed to the public right now.
I also wanted to provide an update about council and how the city council will be operating a bit differently during this time.
Great.
So we will be meeting twice a month, and we will be focused on a limited number of items, including those that you just mentioned, as well as items that may be related to our COVID-19 response. And we will also be using social distancing during these meetings to comply with public health recommendations, and we will also be encouraging virtual or remote participation in those meetings. Our regularly scheduled meetings and boards and commissions other than those city council meetings have all been canceled, and we very much at this time welcome emails from the community members. So city council can provide, our city council email is still available, and we can be reached through that email.
I really appreciate the council's leadership through this time. It's fantastic.
Thank you. Yours as well. And over the weekend, King County announced the acquisition of the Holiday Inn in Issaquah. I wondered if you could provide an update on that.
Yes, thanks for the opportunity. It's one of the items I've been getting the most questions, emails, even texts about. King County is working right now on a wide range of temporary housing options for people exposed to or at risk of exposure to or becoming ill with COVID-19. By county estimates, we are approximately 3,000 hospital beds short for our crisis, which means we need a lot of temporary locations. As part of that effort on Saturday, King County announced the lease of the Holiday Inn in Issaquah, and over the weekend, I did hear many positive words of support from community members, and I also heard concerns about security. They were great questions, and I just want to make sure the community is assured that safety and security is at the top and foremost part of our minds when we're talking about this. We are coordinating very closely with facility planners, our emergency responders, and our police, because we want to keep our community safe. Meanwhile, the King County's lease is for a year, and after that, or before, the property owner is planning on redeveloping the property as a hotel again. I'm also getting emails and calls from the community members asking what the community can do to help.
Well, firstly, we have a very caring community, and there are many ways that we can help. And social distancing doesn't need to mean social isolation, so that's important to know. I am very grateful to hear that community members are checking in with each other and have also formed some networks, such as a network in the Highlands, to make sure that if you are able to support your neighbors in running essential errands or in getting prescriptions and things like that, neighbors are really stepping up to help in those sorts of ways. You can also support our local businesses, many of which are closed right now or have to change their operations, and so will be facing lost revenues. A great idea would be to purchase gift cards. Then that money is available to a business right now when they need the money, but you could also enjoy the services later. For example, restaurants that are closed right now, you could get a gift card and eat there later once the social distancing recommendations have changed. Also, many of our local nonprofits and other organizations that serve our community are really needing financial assistance right now. You could consider making a donation, and those organizations and the information about how to donate is available on our city's website. Additionally, as many of you are aware, the Issaquah Nursing and Rehab on Front Street South is in quarantine and has been for several days now. They have asked the community to send cards to their 85 residents with words of comfort and are thinking of them during this difficult time. For parents that have their kids at home, this might be a good opportunity to provide cards. I am one such parent with my kids at home right now. And one suggestion would be to have students send in drawings, and since the seniors are particularly touched to see these well wishes from our younger community members, and if your family wishes to participate, you can send cards or pictures to the Issaquah Nursing and Rehab at 805 Front Street South, Issaquah 98027, or you could post to their Facebook page, and they would really appreciate that.
Great, thank you. This is a rapidly evolving situation. Sometimes there are major updates even during the middle of the day. So for breaking news, the city's Twitter account is probably the best form of social media to follow us on, but we also are updating our website every day at issaquahwa.gov/COVID-19. So Council President Hunt, I wanted to thank you for joining me today and for the work the council is doing to support this rapid and significant redeployment of our city forces during this time. We have to switch to providing basic services, but we also have to continue to make sure that our emergency response capacity is strong, and that is what we're doing. And to our community, I want to thank you for staying calm, for being prepared, for practicing safe behaviors. I want everyone to stay safe, and we are going to make it through this challenge together. Thank you.